I'm going to tell this on behalf of my mother, who passed away a year ago and saw and heard many things that the average person wouldn't believe. To start, I live on a farm in a house that was built in the early 1900s. To date, 4 people have passed away in the house or near the house. My great-great-grandma died in a rocking chair. My great-great-grandpa was riding in a wagon down our driveway when his team of horses got spooked, and he flew off and broke his neck. A hired man's wife fell down our stairs while she was pregnant and hemorrhaged and died. And my aunt died in my old bedroom at age 2. Over the years, my mother and brother have experienced many different spooky things on our property. In the early 1980s, they both heard footsteps walking up and down our upstairs hallway in the middle of the night. My brother was alone once, and he was outside doing farm chores in the dark. He was maybe 500 feet from our house. He had the urge to look over, and every single light in the house was on. My mom has heard people whispering her name. She's heard creaking noises in the house, and sounds as if something had fallen. My father's been oblivious to everything and has never heard any of it. In 2004, my mom went outside to fill our wood stove at about 10 p.m. On her way back to the house, she got the feeling that she was being watched. As she turned to look at her right, she saw this very skinny, gray being standing below our house, staring over his shoulder at her. She got this intense feeling that it wanted her to see it. After a few seconds, it bolted away from the house. She was so freaked out that she sprinted into our house, locked the doors, and collapsed on the floor in hysterics. For years, she'd never tell anyone the story. This was a particularly interesting experience, as in the late 1960s, our neighbor just over the hill had what he called gray aliens walk into his barn and actually talk to him. It was investigated by some big-shot UFO investigator out of Chicago, too. I personally had never heard or seen anything in our house until recently. Over the years, friends have come over and seen shadow people in our house, or heard the pitter-patter of small dog feet on the floor upstairs. As I said earlier, my mother passed away a year ago, and we have her urn sitting on the table downstairs just below my bedroom. For about 3 months, every night I was in the home alone. My dad's a trucker, so he's gone for a week at a time, with a 5-day break in between. I would hear this pounding noise every 30 seconds coming from somewhere in the walls as I tried to fall asleep. I've heard crashing noises, and my dog has perked his ears up because of them. A lot of people are too freaked out to stay overnight at my house without my dad being there. And I'm starting to get that way too.